Okay. Good evening, Jackets fans. It is Steve Miller and Robin Miller bringing you today's action between the Indiana Elite and your Columbus Blue Jackets 19U girls. Team's just finishing up warm-ups here in the Pop Weaver Youth Pavilion and Livestock Showplace. I mean, it is literally like the feed barn. Coach Skelly, glad to have you with us. Wish you were here with us so you could experience the awesomeness of the cattle farmers primping their cows to go to show. Literally with like blow dryers and picks, and they're probably putting lipstick on them. I don't know. I mean, it's something to see, let me tell you that. The Jackets coming off a close, narrow victory against the Indiana Fusion here about an hour ago. Not even. 3-2, the score of that game. The Jackets down early in the first. Score 3 in a row, only to have one of those erased just at the end of the third and go on to win 3-2. Looks like Molly Binsky will be getting the nod for the Jackets in between the pipes, as Worsley was in net for that first game. Jackets with 7 penalties in the first, so hopefully we can have a little bit cleaner game and not concede as many penalties. So they went 0 for 4 on the power play themselves, the Jackets did, and they were able to kill off 6 of the 7 penalties against them. The only goal in that first period against the Fusion was that power play goal. The Jackets now forgetting about that game, and we got to get things underway against this Indiana Elite team here. The last of the games this weekend. Next weekend, we will be in Taylor, Michigan for the Bell Tire Showcase. And we'll try to bring you all of those games live and uninterrupted, multi-streaming on both Facebook and YouTube. Oh, they're putting 13 minutes because it's a 16U team out there. That's why. So 13 minutes on the clock, so a minute shorter for the periods. Penalties will stay the same at a minute and 30 for each minor infraction. And indeed, Molly Binsky skating out there. Hello to Mama and Papa. I know you feel like you're on the ice, and that's good. Glad we could bring it to all of our viewers. So speaking of Mama and Papa, Jenna Day is at the face-off circle, and she'll be the center of the Lemmerbrock and Taylor line. And she's joined by Peyton Folk and Reagan Davies for the Jackets. And Beatrice Binsky, as always, our gold member customer, along with Mama and Papa. And we're ready to go. First period, ready to get underway. Referees are ready. Players are ready. Are you ready? First period is a go here. The Jackets and Indiana Elite. And the Indiana Elite come away with it right off the bat as Peyton Folk has her pocket picked. And here come the Jackets the other way. Jenna Day now. Jenna Day with the puck. She goes by 2. Lemmerbrock picks it up now. Lemmerbrock looking for Taylor in the slot. Lemmerbrock will have to cycle it around as that pass was unable to go. Now Lemmerbrock tries to cycle it in down low and kept it, actually not kept in by Reagan Davies, and this puck will travel the length of the ice where Peyton Folk chases it down for Columbus. She'll cycle around and look to get the breakout with Davies. That puck was a little short of Reagan, and that allowed the Indiana Elite to come get it, but Reagan Davies now behind the net, and that puck goes onto the netting, and we get a whistle. 45 seconds in, Jackets get a line change in. Crick Thomas and Buzik out for Columbus. The Clarks are watching. Morgan has yet to get a shift, but she'll be out next rotation, so stay tuned for that. Face-off controlled by the Indiana Elite. Sticked aside by Elena Prawl, never makes it on net. Now cycled for Hayden. Hayden looking to go to Thomas. Thomas squeezed off, and the Indiana Elite are going to go back to pick up this puck. Buzik provides pressure, and kept in nicely by Hayden as she kicked that ahead. Buzik now is going to chase that in on the forecheck. Goes off the outside of the net by Thomas. Hayden steps up. She gets that puck in a... Puck will finally trickle behind the net. Ava Buzik now on the forecheck for Columbus. Now pressure by the Jackets in the offensive zone. Let's see if they can keep that up. Hayden now fires that in, and it's going to be saved at the 11:28 mark, and both teams now going to get fresh legs on the ice. Offensive zone face-off for Columbus. Talibi, Rumke, and Miller out there, along with Loftus and Lily Talibi. Face-off won by the Jackets. Miller goes back to Loftus. Loftus tries to go D to Talibi, and that puck squirts out of the zone. It was read nicely by Indiana Elite as Loftus tried to just do that one-timer to Talibi, but good pressure by Indiana, and that puck squirts out. We'll have a face-off in neutral ice. Bella Talibi for the draw for your Blue Jackets. Miller now is going to chase it into the corner. Kept in by Talibi. Talibi's poke check. Loftus comes in. It hits Miller in the back. The shot did, and that goes out. And now here come the Indiana Elite. Right down the middle come the Elite. Goes off the stick. And now Loftus with it. Loftus tries to chip it up and out. It's kept in by the Elite. Loftus again denied by the Elite, Indiana Elite here. Miscommunication. Rumke thought Lily Talibi was going for it, and Lily Talibi thought Rumke was going for it, and neither of them did. And the Indiana Elite control it now in the zone. A little bit of zone time pressure for Indiana. Lily Talibi with it now as she tries to get it up and out of the zone. She does. Icing's waved off as the Elite will chase it down. Jackets get a line change on here, all five. Day now in, and that allows Taylor to swipe at it. Davies can't keep it in. It goes by her. Addison Taylor on the back check. She'll get it behind Binsky. Taylor, left-hand side. Taylor, it's got Lemmerbrock. Taylor, between the legs of the referee, has a look to see who's available. Takes a hit into the corner. That puck now is going to squeeze out. Peyton Folk with it at the point. Peyton Folk fires it in, looking for the deflection. Lemmerbrock with it. Lemmerbrock tries to go high near side. Saved by the goalie, and now that puck out front. Lemmerbrock just tries to swipe it in on the backhand, but it's deflected and goes wide. Lemmerbrock now cycles it. Shot is a goal! Taylor from Lemmerbrock. Jackets draw first blood at the 9:26 mark. Taylor, first of the game from Lemmerbrock. Even strength at 9:26. Jackets now up by a score of 1-0, and they'll get a line change in. Crick Thomas and Buzik. So good pressure there by the Jackets to keep it in the zone, and it pays off with Lemmerbrock just cycling the puck and finds Taylor, one-times it, and it goes blocker side on the goalie and lights the lamp for Columbus. Crick with the puck along the half boards. That puck squirts loose and will go into the far side corner. Davies now behind her own net. Davies now chips it off the boards as she looks to get it out of the zone. Crick with the stick out. And we'll get an offside on the Indiana Elite. 8:58 left in the first period. Shots on goal, 4-2 in favor of Columbus. And that fourth shot was a goal by Addie Taylor, assisted by Avery Lemmerbrock. Jackets now control the face-off. Squirts off the stick of Columbus, and here come the Indiana Elite through the slot. It's gone just wide, and now the Elite try to cycle it around. Ava Buzik on the backhand. She's double-teamed. That puck will stay in the zone. Now Sarah Thomas, right-hand side, can't control the puck, and she'll be outpaced by the Indiana Elite. Follows it in on the poke check. Good pressure by Thomas. Thomas now from her knees can't control the puck, and Buzik gives chase. And Buzik's going to go for a line change here. Early line change for Ava Buzik. That puck is going to be sent the length of the ice, and we're going to get an icing call on the Elite with 8:09 left in the first. Jackets 1, Indiana Elite 0. Sorry about that. Talibi now in for the draw. Rumpke and Miller out there, along with Lily Talibi and Cindy Loftus. Offensive zone faceoff for Columbus. Talibi wins it back. Goes between Miller's skates. She'll grab it on the backhand. Puck deflects into the near side corner where Bella Talibi picks it up. She tries to center. It goes off a skate. Another centering attempt. Miller on the deflection. She's got it behind the net. Miller now going to chase after it. Miller with it. Miller picks her head up looking for the pass. Miller on the toe drag. She'll loop around looking for another. Looking for anything. She's trying to drive it into the corner. Miller picks it up again. That puck will finally squirt into the corner. Morgan Rumpke with it now. Morgan Rumpke on the backhand. Out front looking for Bella Talibi, but Indiana Elite able to keep that one out. Good step by Loftus there, but finally cleared out. We're going to go the length of the ice. It'll be an icing call. And the Jackets, with good pressure, force the icing. Unable to convert there, but good pressure inside the zone. 7:23 left here in the first at the Pop Weaver Youth Pavilion and Feed Barn at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. Not kidding. Yeah. The frozen cow patty is what they're using, not a puck. Jenna Day out there with Taylor and Lemmerbrock. Yep. Covered up by the goalie, and we'll get another face-off attempt here. Hello, Kathy Taylor, to the Raise Right Queen of Raise Right. Lemmerbrock battles in the far side half boards. Folk does her best to keep it inside the zone, but it finally squirts out. And now Davies will hustle back. Reagan Davies to Taylor. Davies now looking for Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock poke checked away. Peyton Folk finds Taylor. Taylor to Day. Day now. Jenna Day. And looks like that puck was tipped, and we'll get an offside call here on the Jackets as they were trying to transition into the zone. Columbus in their familiar blue jerseys, red shorts, and blue socks, and the Indiana Elite in their white jerseys, black shorts, and white socks. Indiana Elite control that face-off. They go D to D in their own zone, picked up by Taylor. Out front looking for Lemmerbrock, and Jackets can't capitalize, and here come the Indiana Elite the other way. They'll hustle down the ice around Elena Prawl. Indiana Elite with speed in there. Offensive zone out front. Errant pass. And now Jenna Day up for Addison Taylor. Taylor with speed. And she goes 5-hole. Gives a little fist pump. And that is Taylor, her second of the game from Jenna Day. And that goal comes at the 6:12 mark of the first. Even strength. Jackets 2, Indiana Elite 0. Yeah, do the double moo, right? Yeah, the double moo for Addie Taylor. That's right. Yeah. The Jackets are really moving the puck there. Bah. Now the Jackets with Crick and Thomas in the far side half boards. Squeaks out of the zone, and here come the Indiana Elite. Crick on the back check. Good work by Caroline Crick. And that allows Elena Prawl to just pick that puck up. Squirts outside the zone thanks to Ava Buzik. Jackets can't control. Here come the Indiana Elite. Shot comes in. Binsky covers. Swallows that puck up. 5:40 left in the first. It's 2-0 Jackets. Defensive zone faceoff now for Columbus. Indiana Elite now try to cycle it in. Talibi poke checks that away. She tries to find Miller. Talibi along the half boards with Loftus. Loftus battling, and Talibi picks it up in front of Binsky. Now Miller with it, and she has that poke checked off her stick. Jackets hemmed in their zone a little bit. Miller back to Talibi. Good 2-to-1 passing there to get it out of the zone, but kept in by the Elite. So good pressure at the blue line by Indiana Elite, and the Jackets finding it hard to clear their lines here a little bit. Lily Talibi now finds Morgan Rumpke. Rumpke cross ice looking for Miller. Miller's going to chase after that. She tries to poke check it, but that pass was just too far ahead of her. And now Miller with the puck. She's triple teamed, but she comes away with it and backhands it into the zone. Rumpke will go in for the forecheck as the Jackets look to change. Rumpke now gets tripped up, no call behind the play. Morgan Rumpke tripped and no call. She's behind the net now. Out front looking for Jenna Day, and went off a stick, and it was Day's midsection. She just couldn't pull the trigger. Good work by Morgan Rumpke down low there as she was tripped up but never gave up. 4:05 left in the first. Jackets 2-0 over the Indiana Elite. Here comes Taylor looking for a hat trick here in the first. Taylor poke checks that into the goalie. We get a whistle. 3:54 left in the first period. Jenna Day now for your Columbus Blue Jackets taking the face-off. Lemmerbrock back to Taylor. Tipped in front by Lemmerbrock off of Davies' shot, but just wide of the net. Here come the Elite the other way, only as far as Davies. Davies read that play. She squeezed off the puck. And now Jenna Day is going to have to back check it. She steals that puck, and Day comes back for the Jackets. Day into the high slot, leaves it for Taylor. Taylor fires, and it goes just high and wide. That was close. Now Davies at center ice. Davies with speed. Davies fires. That took a deflection, and the goalie had to be quick. Covers up for the whistle. Jackets going to get a line change on. Crick, Buzik, and Thomas out for Columbus. Prawl and Hayden, the defensive pair for your Jackets. Crick wins the draw, as she normally does. Into the corner on the forecheck. Thomas is in there. Thomas is double teamed, and here come the Indiana Elite. Left-hand side, Crick on the back check. That's just enough to put off the advance of the Indiana Elite. Thomas now stretches the pass to Buzik. Buzik now looking for Crick. It's too far ahead of her, and the Indiana Elite try to break out of their zone. It goes out into neutral ice, controlled by Hayden. Hayden backhands it into the offensive zone and collected by Indiana. Unable to clear. Crick with it now. Crick has that puck deflecting, go into the far side. Thomas with it. Thomas just scoops it around the near side. Nobody's home. And finally, Elena Prawl comes up, uses that large reach wingspan to check the puck back into the zone. Caroline Crick is going to play it. We're going to have an offside call. No offside. Okay. Buzik was offside, but the referees let him play. Now the Jackets reset with Elena Prawl under 2 minutes to go. Hayden, right-hand side. Hayden to the left. Hayden's poke checked off the puck. She's down on her knees. Rumpke fires it just wide. Miller chases into the corner. She's at the half boards looking for Rumpke in the middle. Hayden fires. Oh, it hits off the mask. Rumpke on the rebound. That puck squirts out wide right and finally covered up by the goalie. Good pressure by Columbus. As Miller, Rumpke, and Hayden combining to put pressure on it, but unable to score there. Get an offensive zone face-off with $1:35 left. E-I-E-I-O. Here we go. Talibi's tied up. Miller poke checks it. Squirts out of the zone, and now Lily Talibi collects it for Columbus. Talibi just bounces it off the boards, looking for her sister Bella. Rumpke's offside, and now Talibi advances as Rumpke gets back onside. And that puck is going to go in short side on the goalie, covered up for a whistle. 1:16 left here in the first. As Old McDonald and Farmer Brown are refereeing the game. Hee-haw, hee-haw. Talibi with the draw. Goes back too far for Loftus, and she's going to have to chase it back as that puck went back quickly. Miller now with the puck, and she just dumps it the length of the ice. Tries to clear that out. She does. We'll get an icing. 58 left in the first. 2-0 Jackets, courtesy of 2 Addison Taylor goals. First one assisted by Avery Lemmerbrock, the second one by Jenna Day. Jackets get a line change in, and that line coming back out here to finish things off for the first period for the Jackets. Farmer Prawl is watching. He's not sowing his fields. Lemmerbrock now, she battles, fights off a check. Lemmerbrock's got Taylor. Taylor, 1-2-3 goal. Hat trick for Addison Taylor in the first period. Fed from Lemmerbrock at the 45.5 seconds left in the first, even strength goal. And it is 3-0 Columbus. All goals coming off of that line. Taylor got the pass from Lemmerbrock, did a little stick handle, and just calmly tucked it into the far side corner. Indiana Elite coming back the other way. They're going to try to get things going here late in the first as they'll cycle it out to the point. Skipped off the stick. Here comes Avery Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock with speed tries to stick lift. Jenna Day can't get it. Lemmerbrock fires it in. Taylor, who's got the hat trick. Jenna Day off her stick. Taylor with it now, backhands it in. That puck sneaks outside. Lily Talibi is going to have to chase that down. And 5 seconds left on the period clock, and the Jackets just tie things up in front of the benches. The buzzer goes. At the end of one, it's Jackets 3 and Indy Elite 0. Addison Taylor 3, Indy 0. Moo moo moo. No penalties in the first period. Pretty clean game. Maybe one or two could have been called, but the referees are kind of letting them play, and it really hasn't been that kind of game anyway, so. At the end of one, it's 3-0 Columbus. Shots on. But the Indiana Elite have showed a lot of speed. They're well coached, you can tell that. They set up in their zone well. They move the puck well. They have fast skaters. Yeah, they're a good side. Oh, and Stewart is watching. Hey, Stewart. One of these days we're going to get you back on this microphone, boy. I'm telling you. You're going to be back on it, and you're going to be killing it. Teams will switch ends. Thomas, Buzik, Crick, Davies, and Folk out there for the Jackets. Binsky remains in net for Columbus. Referees are ready. Players are ready. Are you ready? Second period underway right now. Davies looks to go near side down the boards. Collected by Indiana Delete. Nice work by Crick and Davies. Davies with it. Davies out front looking for Thomas, and Thomas was turned around, couldn't get her stick on it. Davies just trying to feed that in, and here come the Elite the other way, but only as far as Caroline Crick, who finds Davies left-hand side. Davies gains the blue line. Davies fires. Stick checked. Doesn't get all of it. Should go into the end boards. Kicked by Indiana Elite. Davies will unable to pick it up, but Crick does a good job of breaking up any kind of quick out by Indiana Elite, and she works on the back check to get it. Now Crick with the puck. Crick trying to find Miller. The Jackets got a line change on here. Thomas goes into the, chips it ahead. Davies flicks it high and long. We're going to get an icing call here. No, we're not. It's chased down. And here come the Elite back the other way. Stretch pass picked up by, broken up by the Jackets. And now Prawl with it. We're going to get an icing call. And now we'll have an offensive zone face-off for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Talibi, Miller, and Rumpke out there with Hayden and Prawl. Hayden with it off the face-off, wires it in, takes a deflection, never makes it on net. That one had to sting because, man, when Nelly Hayden can bring it, you better step out of the way. Jackets get back on side. Hayden now looking for Miller. Miller collects it, goes across. That was Rumpke, and she couldn't control the puck as she went across the blue line, and the Jackets are judged to be offside. 11-11 left here in the second. Neutral zone face-off right in front of the benches. Miller and Talibi force it down in deep. Rumpke will give chase to keep the forecheck on. Rumpke fires it across. Miller gets dumped. Talibi picks it up. What a save. As Miller was looking to backhand that in, she gets dumped in front, but is able to leave the puck for Talibi, and Bella Talibi tries to jam it home. Keeper's in good position, makes the save with 10:57 left in the second. 3-0 Jackets. No goals here in the second. All goals coming in the first. Face-off goes out to Elena Prawl. She'll bank it in, looking for Talibi. Hayden steps. She keeps it in. That deflects out. The Jackets have to get back on side. Puck goes up and out of play. As Molly Binsky gets a little skate about. Jackets will change things up here. Face-off control by Columbus. Stretch pass from Loftus is intercepted by Indiana Elite. Takes a weird bounce as it wrapped around behind Molly Binsky. Now Loftus with it. Loftus eludes two. Sneaks it out to Lemmerbrock, and now Loftus will pick that errant puck up. Loftus banks it up and out to Taylor. Taylor backhands it for Day. Day now left-hand side. She's poke-checked. Puck is still in neutral ice, whiffed by Taylor. And now Lemmerbrock back to Loftus. Jackets look to reset. Loftus looking to go wide. It's too high for Taylor, and it's going to go the length of the ice. And the Jackets ice the puck with 9:58 left in the second. 3-0 Columbus. 3 Addison Taylor goals in the first. Shots on goal, 13-5 in favor of Columbus as well. Be a defensive zone face-off here to the left of Molly Binsky. Oh, Mark McElhaney. Welcome, Chris Schuler. You're tuning in again. Thank you, thank you. The Toyota Lounge was open earlier, just so you know. Limmerbrock pinned against the boards, and Talibi's able to come in and feed it to Day. Day now, right-hand side with speed. He's got Taylor on the left. Gives it to Taylor. Back to Day. Day fires. Goes wide of the net. Good back check by Indiana Elite, and that puck's going to score it out. Now Lily Talibi's going to have to chase back. But Cindy Loftus now for Columbus skates behind Binsky. Right-hand side finds Limmerbrock. Limmerbrock can't control that puck now on the half boards. Limmerbrock is able to scoop it up and out. That puck goes out of the zone. Indiana had to be careful not to touch it there. They could have had too many girls on the ice. It's Jenna Day with it to Taylor. Taylor fires, and there's 4. Addie Taylor with her 4th from Jenna Day and Avery Limmerbrock, and that even strength goal comes at the 9:11 mark of the second period. And Addie Taylor, just feed her the puck, and she's going to score her 4th of the game. She's got all the goals for Columbus. She is on fire, and that means the Taylors owe us like, yeah. Well, no, the Taylors, because she got a hat trick. Don't they owe us something? I think they do. And if she scores 2 hat tricks, that's a double. Thomas, Buzik, Crick, Davies, and Folk out for Columbus. Folk with the puck. Folk now can't control it. Buzik will backhand it outside the zone. Davies can't cut that off at the boards, and she just skates back after it. She blows another tire. That's not the first time today that poor Reagan Davies has blown a tire. Nice poke check by Peyton Folk on defense. Stepped up by Caroline Crick. Puck in the zone, and that's enough for Reagan Davies to take control, and she's going to flip it high up out of the zone. And the Jackets now with the puck. Folk has that go off her stick. Binsky comes out. Binsky with the poke check, and she had to be accurate there. Good work by Binsky to come out and get the poke check. What a great effort there. If she would have missed, that would have been an easy goal, and Indiana Elite go offside, and good judgment there by Binsky. She doesn't come out a lot, and that was a great poke check. Yes, right. Anna's watching. Perfect. Yep, Elena's grandmother. Great to have her with us. And Elena with the puck along the far side blue line, and she's able to clear the zone for Columbus. And now Nellie Hayden, right-hand side, is finding herself a little bit of room. She just feathers it into the zone. Lily Talibi, the first one on the forecheck. Well, that puck goes off a stick, and now Limmerbrock goes to Elena Prawl. She'll fire it in. Limmerbrock with it on the backhand. Down in front, and Lily Talibi can't tuck it home. She's dumped in front. Interference call. It's got to be. Good job, Molly. So no penalties there, but the goalie able to cover up the puck and allow the Jackets to get a line change. Picked up by Limmerbrock to Lily Talibi. Quick shot and covered up by the goalie. Limmerbrock just put it right on the tape of Lily Talibi, and she pulled the trigger and almost found the empty net. Good work by the Indiana Elite goalie to get across. Face off for the Jackets now in the offensive zone. 7:34 left in the second. 4-0 Jackets on 4 Addison Taylor goals, and Elena Prawl doing well on the blue line to just keep that puck in the zone. Another great stick by Elena Prawl. Oh, and that puck bobbled. Lemmerbrock couldn't get it out of the air, and Lily Talibi with another shot, and she's looking at the ceiling going, what do I need to do to score here? Another ozone face-off for the Jackets. Talibi wins it. Back to Talibi. Back to Prawl. Prawl fires it far side. Lily Talibi with the puck. She can't jam it home, and now out come the Indiana Elite. 2-on-2. Back the other way on the backhand. Prawl couldn't find it on the forehand, and that puck will go down for icing as Hayden was tripped up, and she just sent it the length of the ice. Jackets get a line change on here, and it'll be a defensive zone face-off. $6.53 left in the second. That's how much you can buy a cow for over at the auction, petting zoo. I don't even know what it is. Yeah, literally blow drying the cow. Who does that? The cow's like, I'm living my best life. He did have a little tag on that said hamburger, though, so we know where he's going to end up eventually. Miller now with it. Miller's just going to take that puck out wide. Miller keeps it. She tries to feed Day. Miller with the shot in the backup. Oh, Miller tried to lift the puck, but I think her stick was just jammed at the last second. Miller again can't jam it home as her stick was impeded with, and she'll go behind the net. Good physical play by Miller, and that puck's beneath her. Jenna Day comes in to help, but Miller's just going to fight for it behind the net on her knees. It'll squeak out to Loftus at the point. Loftus drives it right back in. Jenna Day behind the net. She'll chase after it. Indiana Elite hemmed in their own zone. They're going to come with speed. They get out of their zone. Rumpke on the blue line holds her man up just long enough for Loftus to get it. She'll wrap it around. Stays in the zone. Wraparound attempt and almost put in, and the Jackets not knowing where to be, and now Miller with it again. Miller's just going to bank it into neutral ice as she's looking to get a change. Stretch pass cross ice. Rumpke steps, and that'll allow Jenna Day to come back and get it. Day finds Loftus in front of her own net. Loftus out wide for Thomas. Thomas can't corral it. With 5:23 left, the Jackets with Crick now on the forecheck. Good work by Caroline Crick. Loftus is going to have to hurry back. She's got one on. She's got no outlet here, but Loftus is going to elude the check. And now Sarah Thomas. Sarah Thomas tries to chip up and out, but there's three there along the boards. Easier said than done. Kept in by the Indiana Elite. Binsky's going to cover. We'll get a whistle. 4:57 left in the second. 4-0 Jackets. 4-0 Addison Taylor. That's right. Jackets are back in action next weekend in Taylor, Michigan for the Bell Tire Classic. Be the first time we see the Armstrong Arrows. Hi, Lisa Buzik. Your husband Bob is cold. I'm just saying. He told me. He had to go get his jacket. He's not in shorts, so that's probably good. Peyton Folk now with the puck. Breakout with Crick. Goes off a stick. And that was not hit with a high stick as Thomas touched it. It looked like it went off Davies on a high stick. And now Peyton Folk's going to have to chase it down because here come the Indiana Elite. Folk's got Taylor. Taylor left-hand side. Taylor cross ice. Tries to find Thomas. Goes off of her stick. Elite back into the zone. Good work by Peyton Folk. She'll cut that off. Reagan Davies picks it up. She had a goal in game one. Left-hand side for Crick. Caroline Crick. Neutral ice. She squeezed off the play. Only as far as Peyton Folk. Folk now tries to find Reagan Davies, just too far ahead of her. But Folk will reset it. Chips it back into neutral ice. Now Taylor. Taylor, left-hand side, finds Davies. Off the bounce pass. Davies now feathers it into the zone and goes for a change. Indiana Elite with 3:45 left in their own zone. Here they come out. That pass is too far. We're going to get no icing. Peyton Folk's going to have to get it. She'll wrap it around. Taylor now with the puck. Addison Taylor behind her own net. Ooh, that puck picked off. Taylor just tries to throw it the length of the ice. Lena Prawl along the half boards. Folk finally clears it for the Jackets. Doing a little swapping now as it looks like Taylor is going to play defense and Lily Talibi is up on the wing. Prawl is on the right wing as well. Taylor finds Prawl. Actually, it takes a wicked carom again. Behind the boards, man, it's not a safe bet to wrap it. Taylor now, left-hand side, has taken a few odd bounces as the puck has been wrapped around. They just haven't gone the way they expected them to. And now Hayden with the puck. She tries to stretch it to Prawl. Goes off her stick, no icing. 2:30 left in the second. 4-0 Jackets. 4 even strength goals by Addie Taylor. There's been no penalties. And now Lemmerbrock's back on defense with Hayden. Lemmerbrock now, as Hayden didn't know whether Lemmerbrock was going to go for it or not. It looks like Avery's playing out of position now. So a little pop and swap by the coaches here. Defense playing offense, offense playing defense. Prawl with the puck now finds Jenna Day, and it's behind her, and it stays in the zone. And now Lemmerbrock's going to have to go back and get it. Lemmerbrock cycles it for Hayden. Hayden touches it up to Prawl. Takes another weird bounce. Handcuffs Prawl. Indiana Elite fires. Molly Binsky with her 10th save of the night. 1:44 left in the second. 4-0 Jackets, and their coach Dave Noss is mixing things up a little bit. Miller, Day, Buzik, Lemmerbrock, and Hayden out there, and my mind is in a blender. Offside call. That puck was judged to just go offside, just outside the offensive zone. And with 1:32 left here in the second, we'll get a neutral zone face-off. Buzik controls it. Day will feed it ahead. Buzik backhands it in, and Day will chase it down along with Miller on the forecheck. Lemmerbrock steps at the blue line, and she'll collect it for Columbus. Lemmerbrock now. Lemmerbrock fires. Goes just wide. Buzik can't control it behind the net. And now Jenna Day with it. Jenna Day out front. She fires. It goes just wide. Miller was in the high slot unmarked, but Jenna Day tried to put that in. Miller, good back check to get the puck, but she's dispossessed, and here comes Indiana Elite back the other way. Hayden just backhands it in as Caroline Crick is quick. Now Day with it. Day for Crick. Crick fires and covered up. We'll get a whistle. 33.9 left in the second period. Jackets get a line change in here, and they're just kind of mixing things up, aren't they? Got offense playing defense, defense playing offense. I mean, who's going to play goal in the third? I don't know. Probably Bessie the cow. Maybe one of the sheep. Well, apparently there's gymnastics going on. There's this hockey game going on. There's the agricultural cow show or whatever's going on. And there's some NCAA basketball going on. All in the same place. It's just a weird thing going on here. Morgan Rumpke has to kick it to her stick, but referee is in the way, and stick checked by Davies, and now we're going to get perhaps an icing call. No, it's going to be waved off as the Elite are able to come back and collect it in their own zone. Squirts out to neutral ice. Prawl will step up. And the buzzer goes. At the end of 2, it is the Jackets 4, Indy Elite 2. We'll be back with the third period in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. And now for a little trivia as we wait for the third period. So answer on your own. There's no prize because I don't have anything to give out. But without Googling, the Addams Family theme features what distinct percussive sound? Finger snapping, foot stomping, gongs banging, or teeth chattering? If you think you know what it is, type it into the feed. The first one to do so is the winner. Without Googling. The Addams Family theme featured which distinct percussive sound? Finger snapping, foot stomping, gongs banging, or teeth chattering? Who will get it right? Chris Schuler got it right, did he? Snapping your fingers. Awesome. Chris Schuler, you owe me a drink. Thank you. Jackets now out for the face-off, and they're mixing things up again. No position is safe. Finger snapping. Oh, Kathy Taylor, just a little too late. Schuler beat you to the punch, but still got the right answer, so that's good. Josh Folk with the right answer. You guys are smart. That puck is going to score it out of the zone. The Jackets now going to chase it down as you've got Loftus and both Talibis up front. Folk and Taylor on the back end. Binsky, between the pipes, makes the save at 12:32 of the third period. Jackets on top 4-0. Stewart got it right. The finger snapping, yep. I'm full of them. Christmas trivia. Everybody knows Christmas trivia. You can't just do Christmas trivia. Defensive zone face-off for the Jackets. Now Loftus. Only as far as neutral ice, and now Talibi will have to chase back into her own zone. Indiana Elite now. Far side corner. Looking for the centering pass picked off by Bella Talibi. Talibi overskates the puck. And now Loftus with it. She'll stretch it. Looking for Lily Talibi. Left wing now. Lily Talibi gains the blue line. She'll chase it in. Kept in nicely by Reagan Davies. They're going to call that offside. Well, okay. He had a better view of it than I did. Yeah. That's lots. Yeah. I'll return the favor. Don't worry, Chris. Buzik looking for Thomas. And now Davies pressuring the puck. But she's going to flick that ahead and chase after it. Along with Caroline Crick. She's played solid again this weekend. The puck will finally score it out of the zone with 11:10 left in the third. Elena Prawl flicks it back in. Caroline Crick on the forecheck. Caroline Crick can't control it. And that puck is going to be sent the length of the ice. Icing on the Indiana Elite with 10:53 left in the third. Score still remains 4-0 Columbus. Offensive zone face-off for the Blue Jackets. Talibi, Rumke, Miller, Talibi, and Loftus out there. Miller controls. She has that swiped off her stick, and it's going to go the length of the ice, and here come the Indiana Elite back the other way. Far side of the ice, chased down by both Talibi sisters. Loftus in front, prevents any kind of shot opportunity. Binsky, she scrambled to go from left to right. And we got a whistle here at the 10:25 mark. And let's see what we got. Do we have a penalty assessed? Or is the goal off the moorings? No, the goal is off. So the far side official called the goal off. So that's the reason for the whistle. Looks like the lines are kind of returning normal. As the Elite from Indiana to collect it in their neutral zone. Fired in on Binsky and easily turned away, and the Jackets look to counterattack the other way, but that puck too far ahead, and Indiana comes back, clears it out, but only as far as Hayden. Hayden to Prahl to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock looking for Taylor. Taylor now back to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock fires, goes off the post and out into the padding of the Indiana Elite goalie, and I don't think she knew much about that. I mean, good positioning, but it clanged the post and just got caught up in her pads to make the save at 9:37 left in the third. Jackets with an offensive zone faceoff here right in front of us. Jenna Day, Taylor, and Lemmerbrock out there along with Hayden and Prahl. Taylor battles along with Jenna Day. Jenna Day looking out front to Lemmerbrock. Taylor tried to get her fifth. Now Hayden fires it, and that goes just outside. He got a glove on it to deflect it. The Jackets putting some pressure on now as Taylor will chase near side. She'll wrap it around for Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock looking for Day. Day fires it in. It's going to come out. Elena Prahl overskates it. Unlucky. Back in by Columbus. .9:30 left in the period. Now Thomas on the back end. She overskates it. Goes off of her stick. Prahl's cleaning things up at the back. Indiana Elite player goes down. That puck squirts out of the zone into neutral ice. All right, Stewart says more trivia. So apparently it's trivia night. So at the next break, we'll give you some trivia. Now, Stewart, it's going to be some hard trivia. Got to put your thinking cap on. Puck goes behind the net. Cycled by the Indiana Elite out to the point. Indiana Elite with some good ozone pressure here on Columbus. Out front, Binsky makes the save, and it's finally cleared. It'll go the length of the ice. We'll get an icing call, and with that, we're going to get some Stewart Noss trivia. And the first question for Stewart is going to be the approximate time in minutes necessary for some amusement park caricaturists to complete a portrait. How many minutes does it take for a caricature at an amusement park to be made? Right answers only. How many minutes does it take to draw a caricature? Belatlebe breaks that up. She's got a breakaway here at the 8:28 mark. Belatlebe fires and it goes just wide. Rebound, Rumpke on the far side. She's pressed against the boards. Miller in there, but it squirts out to Folk. Folk fires it. That puck is out to Talebe. Talebe down low, covered up. Talebe, two good chances and unable to jam it home. And if you give up, Stewart, the answer is 3 minutes. Pretty quick to draw a caricature. And that was a short shift. Why are they're really short shifting them now. It was 3 minutes. That is the average. Face off won by the Jackets, sent behind the net. Thomas along the far side half boards. Now Buzik. Buzik can't pull the trigger. And Davies has that one. Trying to label that one high, went off the shoulder pad. Davies will get that puck back again. That'll hit a stick out front. Never makes it on net with 7:47 left. Indiana Elite are going to chase that or clear that puck down the net or down the ice. Sorry. Davies blows a tire again on the back check, the back skate, and now Caroline Crick as she loses her footing. Ice is slippery today, folks, especially at the Indiana State Fairgrounds. Davies looking for Falk. It's behind her. And now with 7:15 left in the third, the Indiana Elite just trying to get something going here. Stretch pass to Thomas. Thomas is going to chip it in and chase after it. Talibi and Crick up there on the forecheck. That puck squirts out, and all three offense were low. And that allows the Elite to come back the other way. Broken up by Davies, thankfully so. And that's a... Can't push all three in behind the goal line. That's... allows the other team to get a potential break the other way. But they recovered. Davies with the puck now. 6:30 left in the period. Davies flicks it high, up and out. And that is going to just go for icing. The Jackets will come back the other way. So which one of Santa's reindeer has the same name as another holiday mascot? Another holiday mascot. Don't you just love that question? Miller controls the face-off for the Jackets. But Talibi now battling behind the net. And now Rumpke chips it ahead up and out of the zone. Now Lily Talibi up for Miller. Miller leaves it for Rumpke. Rumpke bounces it to Bella Talibi. She was looking the other way. Head on a swivel, girls. Now with 5:35, Indiana Elite in the offensive zone as they've got some zone time here, but chipped out by Jenna Day, and here comes Addison Taylor racing after it. Taylor now cannot pull the trigger on the backhand. Out for Loftus. Loftus fires, goes off a skate, deflected in front by, looked like Rumpke. No, it was Jenna Day. She got dumped. Lemmerbrock tries the deflection in front and can't jam it home. Kathy Taylor, well done. What's that? Stewart, the correct answer is Cupid. Jackets down with another offensive zone face-off. Taylor, Day, and Lemmerbrock out there with Prawl and Hayden. Day wins it back cleanly to Hayden. Hayden at the point. Hayden cycles it to Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock high slot on the backhand. She swing and a miss. And the Elite now break out left-hand side. Elite 2-on-1 if they can get it. They go around Elena Prawl. And Elena Prawl does well to position herself to block that shot. And now Hayden finds Taylor. Taylor right-hand side for Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock skips past one, leaves it for Jenna Day. Jenna Day for Lemmerbrock. Lemmerbrock fires, and it goes just off the outside, and it was a pillow save for the netminder. Now Hayden. Hayden whistles that one far side left. Taylor overskates the puck. Prawl can't keep it in, but Hayden's going to cycle back to get it. Taylor and Day come back to be onside. And now here comes Jenna Day. Jenna Day to Taylor. Taylor looking for Jenna Day again. It was in between her feet. She couldn't pull the trigger. Now Day with it. Day goes in between two. She gets tripped up, no call. And here come the Indiana Elite back the other way. That puck goes wide of Binsky, and she just gloves it aside to keep play moving. Up and out of the zone by Columbus with 3:45 left in the third. We'll head home today after this game, and next weekend we'll be in Taylor, Michigan for the Bell Tire Showcase. Lemmerbrock at the blue line is going to have to hold it. Goes back to Davies. Nice work by Columbus to stay onside, or not go offside, rather. Jackets with the line change in. They got to hurry up or they're going to be too many girls on the ice. Stretch pass from Davies, finding Crick on the far right-hand side. Crick cuts it in, leaves it for Thomas. Thomas shoots, covered up. Bobbled, then covered up by the goalie at 3:13 left in the third period. Davies with the howitzer, and it goes wide left. Nice work by Caroline Crick in the corner, but Jackets still controlling the puck. Out front, Davies from the feed. Finally covered up by the goalie as Thomas fed Davies in the slot. There's a lot of traffic there, never made it on net. And the ensuing rebound covered up by the goalie, and at 2:53 left in the third, it's still 4-0 Jackets with an offensive zone faceoff. All right, Stuart, this is an easy one. This is the last trivia question of the day. Whose nose grew longer every time he lied? Now, I'm not this is Robin giving me these, so these are not my trivia questions. But out front, a scramble, and it's a goal. Caroline Crick from... It was Caroline Crick, and I don't know if it was Thomas or Buzik who got that. So Crick's second. And that even strength goal comes at the 2:45 mark of the third. Unfortunately, the United States men's national team fell today to the Netherlands by a score of 3-1 in the World Cup, and it chased them out of the cup completely. It's a shame. The U.S. national team had probably one of the best opportunities this World Cup, but unable to overcome the dominance of the Netherlands. And, you know, it seemed like the Netherlands scored on counterattacks the first two goals at least. But they were able to pull it back to 2-1, but then that late goal pretty much sealed the deal. And you know, good World Cup for the United States, and have to see what they do in another 4 years. But, man, that was heartbreak. So, unfortunate today if you were able to watch or at least listen. We were driving, so we had to listen. Rumpke's offside. No, she wasn't. Her skate remained onside. And that puck is going to go down and be collected by Lily Talibi. Looking for the outlet pass. Eludes everybody. That puck comes in. Binsky has to turn that one aside as well. Now Bella Talibi a little too far ahead of Lauren Miller. Chipped back in by the Indiana Elite. Bella Talibi tries to find Miller. She's triple teamed. Squirts to Lily Talibi. Lily Talibi off of Rumpke's stick. Rumpke chases it to the half boards. Here come the Indiana Elite. 2-on-1. Loftus is the one back. Nice poke check by Cindy Loftus. She bounces it off the boards. 1:23 left in the game. Talibi dumped, no call. Here comes Miller. Miller's all alone. Miller waited too long. She needed to pull that trigger. She got stick checked just when she was going to pull the trigger. Good back check by the Elite. Elena Prawl keeps it in. Good work by her. Jenna Day will now cycle it down low. Looking for Prawl. Prawl fires. Bad save. Under a minute to go now as the Jackets maintain pressure. Lemmerbrock on the backhand. Lemmerbrock stops. Lemmerbrock to herself. Lemmerbrock out front looking for Prawl. Prawl on the turnaround. Has it poked off of her stick. Goes far side. Hayden fans on the attempt. Taylor rips it, and it goes near side. Out front, Jenna Day is covered up as she was too close to the goalie to really get anything on it. 25 seconds left in the third period. Thanks for joining us for these two games today, if you could. Stewart says Olaf again. That's Stewart's, his favorite. Olaf. Yes, it was Pinocchio, Stewart. Come on, the puppet. Geppetto.
Well, maybe we're too old.
Yeah, maybe we're too old. Prawl can't keep that face-off win in, and Jackets will just throw it in again. 13 seconds left in the game. Out at the point, stepped into by Hayden. That puck will squirt out. And as the buzzer sounds, that's it, folks. At the end of 3, it's the Jackets 5 and the Indiana Elite 0. Molly Binsky with the shutout win. She faced 16 shots. The Jackets score 5 on 34 shots. It was really the Addie Taylor show today. 4 even-strength goals, 3 in the first, 1 in the second, and then Caroline Crick, breaking the streak, scores an even-strength goal in the third, and that is what gives us that 5-0 win. So as a reminder, next week we will be up in Taylor, Michigan. Hope you can join us. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for tuning into the broadcast. So until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend. We're done for now. Have a good night.